everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and we are jumping into the penultimate episode this season of The Good Place. It is really amazing how we're almost closing the book with this season, because it's been a phenomenal show that I have been so invested with. I've been invested by the characters, the progression of the story. It's just been a fantastic journey, and I'm really excited to see how these next two episodes go along with Sean's arrival in the Good Place, with Eleanor going to the Mindy place as a safe haven, not just for her, but to make things better as a whole for the Good Place. But yeah, it's been a really good season, and I'm really excited to see how these next two episodes go by and how we might set things up with season 2 of The Good Place. So yeah, with that said, let's jump into this episode of The Good Place. Looking forward to checking this out. So with that said, let's go.
The final curtain.
Ow, what the hell? Walk it off, Lululemon.
Oh wow. That was deliberate as well.
Of which I'm certain.
I could have done with all of that for my birthday.
A life that's full. I traveled each
Tahani!
Live. You don't exist. You're bothering me. Don't care if you die. See?
Why are you like this?
Speaking about death, oh.
Excuse me, why am I like this? You don't know me, dude. You don't know what I'm like. Look what you made me do, jag off.
Oh my, oh, here comes the trolleys!
Oh, good. Your train, and she still sucks bad, and she belongs with us. Oh, also, check this out.
I do love Bank Janet, not gonna lie.
Nailed it.
Pretty damning case.
Wonderful, selfless. No, don't.
Wait, did he just...
What's happening?
I should have.
Did he just cocoon
Sean
himself?
Only cares about cold, hard facts. If he detects any feelings in your voice, he retreats into a cocoon. So what we need to do now is just be very still.
Play. Oh, she's naked. Wow! Oh, sorry.
And there's Janet.
I'm Janet. Hello, Mindy. My name is Beatty. I'm from The Good Place, and welcome to Ever Song.
Yeah, by the Eagles, and it's only the live versions. Also, there's some spoken word poetry from William Shatner. It's deeply terrible.
You get the idea. Welcome to eternal mediocrity. Welcome
So yeah,
to
you're
the
not
media
getting,
place.
you're getting good place,
what's up?
but
What's
you're
your deal? You single?
getting good
What's going
things,
on?
but not
Sorry about
as
before.
good.
Foundation that would help kids all over the world, would advance human rights, revolutionize agriculture, and just improve every nation and every
I
society
hope
in
that
every possible
epiphany
way.
was on one of your
You were
better
pretty
days.
coked up, huh?
Oh yeah, man, I was flying
No,
high.
it wasn't.
It was awesome. But
I was
what
kinda
couldn't believe
worried.
is I followed through. Yeah, I woke up the next morning, I went straight to the bank, I withdrew my life savings, and she used my money to start the Mindy St. Clair
You can have
Rescue
cocaine, but
Alliance.
it's actually sugar.
It's actually the largest relief aid charity in the world.
Oh, so the question was, did you get credit for all those good person points or not? And wear one of those dumb hats you all are wearing right now? No thanks. This way, I don't know you anything,
Aw.
you don't know me anything. Later. What were we talking about?
Just close yourself off from
Why
people.
is she like this?
I don't know, but the meaner she is, the more it turns me on. Is that weird?
You're my boss.
Yeah.
Oh, say that to
And
me
that
again,
makes
but
it
more
worse.
disgusted with me. Like,
We can do this, but we must remain emotionless. I'm talking Kristen Stewart on a red carpet level of emotionless here.
Kimi Räikkönen.
Eleanor dedicated herself to the study of ethics. I was blown away by her capacity for self-improvement.
Eleanor is a magnificent person
Oh my
who has
God,
grown tremendously in her time here.
Please, tired?
I've been a sleeping goo for the last 29 years, so I'm good. Call up the screen for fake Eleanor Shellstrop, please.
Not really the best sleeping
Where should we
environment,
begin?
but...
Waiters screamed at, or cyberbullying of pregnant woman from spin class?
Oh, shoot. I need to have a look at all of them, because, will be very good to analyze.
Can I grab a drink?
There's a lot of, like, bumping into each other.
It was weird.
Wonderful.
And she got better. And it wasn't just self-preservation. It was real self-improvement. I made the decision to help Eleanor that first week, and I'm
Authenticity.
glad I did.
You don't know her.
Because she's worth it.
I tried to help Anna. Not
She's
as much as
L'Oreal.
Chitty, sure.
I've heard no statements nor seen any evidence to suggest. Oh, he's from Florida? Yeah, he belongs in the bad place.
Oh, wow.
How do you intend to
Okay.
enforce this ruling? You have no idea where they are.
Bad Janet,
What's up, fork nuts?
engage walkie-talkie protocol.
Oh,
Return to your original neighborhood, or your accomplices, Chidi Anagonye and Tahani Al-Jamil, will go to the bad place in your stead.
What?
You
What?
have 4 hours. Goodbye.
Your Honor, please. Chidi and Tahani are completely innocent.
They are not completely innocent. They told me so themselves. They aided and abetted 2 criminals, one of whom was a DJ.
Once again. Or you stay here, you're safe from the bad place, and you never see your friends again. It's the same results.
But
Except
it's
if you stay here, you don't get
morally
tortured.
wrong sending 2
They
innocent
do.
people.
That's their problem. Your problem is whether you get tortured.
Wow.
Now, if you'll excuse me, it's my masturbating time.
You Oh, well, that was,
Trying to blow
that
up
was
the
something.
train. Blowing stuff up got me out of so many jams on her. Let me try again. Do you have another bottle?
Hi there. Since
Oh.
there's no Janet here to serve you, I brought you 2 a little treat.
Is he dressed up as Janet?
Not like a lamb.
First, no matter what. And it literally took dying and being around a bunch of good people to realize that I was kind of a nightmare.
Why would you like that?
Oh, Eleanor.
Let me tell you about Doug and Donna Shellstrop.
Hey, Dad, just a warning. Mom's gonna be here in a second.
The parents.
Mother's coming.
Oh.
And since you both forgot again, which means you definitely didn't get me a present again, I got myself something. I just need you to sign it.
Emancipation
that is
papers?
heartbreaking.
Honey, what does emancipation mean?
It means I'll be on my own. All my life, I've been taking care of myself and you guys. I work 2 after-school jobs because you blew
wow.
half my college fund bailing your boyfriend out of jail.
And I've been using their crappy parenting as an excuse for my selfish behavior all my life. No more. We know what's right here.
Wow, the level of growth there is just powerful.
Ride or die.
I do feel a lot for Eleanor.
It's definitely expecting some applause.
You're too late. you missed the cutoff.
Well,
We're
better
here.
late than never,
We came here
okay?
as fast as we could, and we're here, so... Now what?
In my opinion, which is an objective fact, in this case, in all cases, always and forever, you have all done bad things since you arrived here. Therefore, I don't care which 2 of you go. You can decide. You have 30 minutes.
Oh, no. Well, this is gonna be a jam sandwich, which is a weird thing, but yeah, it's going to be a doozy to have this difficult decision be made. Oh boy. Sean's a real stick in the mud, though, isn't he? I just love the idea that he does cocoon himself when there is an ounce of emotion shed. You have to be static, you have to be mundane, and you have to... Which does actually parallel nice to the medium place, because that's, like, mundane as well. And... You know, it's like, okay, well, you're not exactly getting great things, but you're not exactly getting bad things. It's a middle. So you're not exactly winning or losing some, you're just there. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to that timestamp as well and analyze all of the really crappy things that Eleanor has done, because I'm sure there's more interesting things than the ones that was elucidated in the episode to analyze. So yeah, especially since this is a good episode analyzing Eleanor and how she is as a character, how good / bad she is, and the little bits of details that backs up her ethical decisions. So one thing I do like about that scene where they were analyzing her biggest moments where she caused negativity is that they have a little, like, the number of times she committed those offenses. So she screamed at waiters 22 times, it seems. salad bar sneezed on, altercations with various youths selling various items for various fundraisers 88 times. Lord. Yeah, lied about age to eat off kids menu. I mean, if we're all in defense of Eleanor, like we all want her to thrive in the good place, what's the point in growing up if we can't be a little bit childish at times, right? But yeah, there are some things that are really, really damning. Like, took a selfie in a bathroom at great aunt's funeral, cyberbullying of pregnant woman from spin class, showed a 9-year-old kid The Shining. Wow. Yeah. These are apparently her biggest events, the biggest things she's done in a negative impact that is very, very wrong, that is pretty damning. So, yeah, but yeah, I really liked how this episode went into the about Eleanor and how good or bad of a person she is, and analyzing the decisions that she makes in terms of like throwing a testimony to her character. Like when there was that proposal to send Chidi and Tahani to the bad place in replacement of Eleanor, of course. She was very, very, like, hurt. She didn't want to see them to have an unfair punishment. They didn't deserve that. Whereas Jason was like, well, it's a win-win, because we're not going to go to the bad place, so what's the big harm? But for Eleanor, it's more than that. It's the fact that she has grown care to these people, and whereas she's still improving as a person, there's no denying about the fact that she has improved with her morality. She's become a better person being in the good place, and I liked the fact that we had a backup, some kind of backing up to her point there, because all of her life she has emulated her parents' way of living, their selfishness, their disregard about the fact that she had that mantra of I don't owe you anything and you don't need to owe me anything, so it's all good. She adopted that, and she realizes that that's not the way to go. This release from life has given her peace in mind, and it's really good stuff. So to see her improve as a better person. So I do really like the fact that we are seeing like these moments where Eleanor is thinking about others rather than thinking about herself, by thinking that emulating her parents is, the good way to push people out of her life, especially since she was betrayed by her parents, really. And if you're going to be betrayed by someone, you don't want it to be your parents, because that can have a big impact on you. And with them being so neglectful, such as the not remembering her birthday, it really damaged her, and as you saw, she became a worse person. So, but I really like the fact that we had Mindy talk about why she feels that this seclusion and like it's so interesting, because it's like Eleanor is kind of looking back in, like, literally into the face of her past, because Mindy kind of emulates who Eleanor is as she was on Earth. There was that selfish trait, and she had that preservation life that she lived by, and she was happy to live by. Kind of like how Eleanor was all in this for herself. She was always selfish, and she closed herself off from people, and she really didn't care about the decisions that she made. Like, that's it. There was no filter in what she decided to do, because she could do it. That's it. You can literally do. She could she feels the need that she can do whatever the heck she wanted, and that's it. I'm just reading more of the negative points things in Eleanor's life: dishonesty, poor judgment, private events, public events. They all have their own trees, so that's really really interesting. And all of the points made are categorized. So yeah, but going back to Mindy and how it's really good, because like I said, it's like Eleanor is literally staring into the face. She's mentally reflecting on her past and how terrible she was as a human, and seeing Mindy and being put in this difficult scenario, especially when Chidi and Tahani's placement is on the line. It's a good way to look back at yourself and think, I am ashamed of the person that I was. So I really I really really liked that. We had a bit of like shenanigans, I would say, with Janet and Jason as they were trying to do the do. Failing miraculously, it seems. And I do feel like Janet is kind of absorbing a bit of Jason, if you get what I mean. Especially on the trek to Mindy's house, she made a comment, but I do feel like with Jason being the person that she is relying on at the minute, that she is absorbing a bit of him as well at the same time. So, I really liked how this episode went by. Like I said, it was a great episode to analyze Eleanor as a character and how she's improved and how she's reflecting on her life. And there is a bout of shame almost for her because she's reflecting on her parents and how she absorbed from them. Which would be a good parallel, actually, if like, talking about Janet is absorbing a bit of Jason, it seems. It would be a good parallel to Eleanor absorbing from her parents, and that's how she lived her life. And, up until her death, she saw no consequences with the choices that she made. And it's really good to have this episode reflect on Eleanor, not just in terms of everyone in the good place tried to provide a testimony to why Eleanor deserves to be in the good place, but Eleanor herself. She, like, you can see the faces she pulls when Tahani and Chidi's safety are being threatened. The fact that she's making this argument against Mindy, it's all a good tell of how improved Eleanor is as a character, as someone with a consciousness, and it's just really nice to see. So I really liked how this episode delved not just into Eleanor's life and how she died. It was great to have visual on that. But also it was just good to just explore the core of Eleanor as of right now and compare that to her past. Even if Mindy is a good metaphor for Eleanor's past, and she's trying to push that away and try to maintain the fact that being a more empathetic person, being someone who does care isn't a bad thing, and she's progressing. So it was really good to see that in this episode. But great episode of The Good Place, loved it. I can't wait to see what the finale has on store, as some choices have to be made. So Sean just baffles me. Like, it's a nice quirk to a sincere character. Like I said, he's very Kimi Räikkönen-esque. I mean, I know not a lot of people will get what I mean, but he's literally like that. Räikkönen's like he's so monotoned and emotion is not really there. But it's just a very interesting quirk he has about him, that he cocoons himself when the slightest bit of emotion is shed around him. So I just hate to think on someone showing a huge amount of emotion. Like, if someone has cries vastly, Yeah. I mean, he would cocoon himself, but I don't know. Sean has his quirks for a very, very sincere character, and it's just fun. But no, I really liked this, and I can't wait to see what the finale has on store. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Doodles!